Hello, welcome class to week 2 of your Asoka DBQ. This week's learning target is to write a claim in one body paragraph with cited evidence and reasoning using historical primary and secondary sources to answer the question, was Asoka a ruthless conqueror or enlightened ruler? This week you will write a claim, write and submit a claim, and write and submit one body paragraph. And you'll remember all of this work on Schoology. Let's scroll down to the distance learning folder. So I will click on that. And we are now in, for May 4th through 8th, Asoka Mini DBQ Week 2. You can again see the learning target for the week. I'm going to click inside. I have a DBQ packet. And we have lesson 3. Inside lesson 3, you can see the slide presentation. We'll be doing Take a Stand. There's a video tutorial that Miss Wisenhunt did. And then this is where you'll submit the claim. And then week 4, you'll see I'll discuss how to do that in the next tutorial video. Okay, so let's take a look at the DBQ packet. Right here in the DBQ packet, it is, you can see 5 pages. It labels it as week 2. Remember, you do not need to print this. I just provide it to you as an easy way to look at all the content together that you'll cover during this week. You can see that I have the schedule. Again, your goal is to have a claim for the first lesson of the week, lesson 3 of this unit, and then by the end of the week, you will have completed a short MLA citation quiz and then submitted your one body paragraph. In the packet, I have the rubric again and bucketing, organizing your evidence, and then preparing your claim. And there continues to be information about MLA citations. And then the body paragraph. We will get to the body paragraph momentarily. But this is, I know I'm scrolling through it quickly, but you can go through this at your own pace. I'm also going to be using the slide presentation to walk you through the process. So I'm going to go back to my DBQ up here and go to lesson 3 and click on the slide presentation. Okay. Right, so I am in lesson 3. Learning target again is to write a claim. All right, I can see the agenda for this lesson is reviewing the document analysis. That's kind of your do now, the first thing that you want to do. Then I have a discussion board where you can take a stand and then finally write and submit your claim. So you will, after you've reviewed your documents, just like we would do in class where you stand up with your DBQ packet and you pick a side, whether enlightened ruler or ruthless conqueror, you're going to visit this discussion board and make your claim. And please include MLA citation when you do that to get practice. Okay. Now, we've looked at the agenda. Let's prepare to write our claim. So, how to write a claim. One thing, it's important that it is just one sentence. It takes a position. So which side of the argument are you on? Are you going to argue that he was overall more ruthless or more enlightened? Remember that you will write using third person. So you don't use I, me, or my, etc. Just tell me, instead of saying in my opinion, just tell me your opinion. Okay? And you also list 3 supporting topics. There's 3 supporting reasons why you have this position. Okay? And you use the documents for inspiration to develop your topic. All right, so as you get ready to write, the first thing you want to do is look over your documents, which you should have already done in that do now activity. So you have organized them to kind of decide on your final buckets. Those are representing the topics that support your claim, or like whatever your position is. So some examples of that is you could say that he's enlightened, referring to Asoka is enlightened because the Buddhist edicts were helpful in India's society, and like here are using wood or Maurya are examples of that. Or you could argue that he's ruthless because he was conquering neighboring land, and there's evidence of that in the background essay and also in the bar. I have continued as you continue through the slide presentations, I have additional reasons, and you can see here that remember when you have your claim, you need to include 3 supporting topics or reasons why. So if he's ruthless, 3 things could be the killings in Kalinga. He stopped for practical, not humane reasons. He also threatened the forest people. Those were the people that were living in the south end of the subcontinent of India. And then enlightened, the kindness to people, spread of Buddhism, and also hero in modern India. So those could be your 3 topics. On the next slide, I also have, there's a list of additional evidence that demonstrates that he was either ruthless or enlightened that you can use to inspire your topics and or your evidence to support those topics. Before you get started to write your final claim, it's important to review the rubric. So to meet standard, you will have a strong claim, meaning you'll have a position that states 3 supporting topics. And to exceed standard, you will include brief background information. You can see here examples are from the Sparta DBQ. And typically you do not include background information in the claim, but since you are not writing an introduction paragraph, the background information helps strengthen your claim. Okay, so meeting standard claim would be if we're doing this for Sparta, would be the Spartan system was harmful because it was cruel to young boys, promoted cultural narrowness, and depended on slavery. So you can see I have the positions, I have a topic identified, the Spartan education system, and it's harmful, which is my position on the matter, and then I list 1, 2, and 3 reasons why. So that is a strong claim, meets standard. And then to exceed, I'm going to include some brief background information. Remember, background information would include details like when and where and kind of further developing the what. Like here, the what is already established, but you can go deeper into that. Okay, so ancient Sparta, a small Greek city-state with an ultra-powerful army and much larger rivals like Persia and Athens, had an education system that harmed their society because it was cruel to young boys, promoted cultural narrowness, and depended on slavery. So you can see particularly like this part right here is giving the reader a little bit of background information. And so to exceed standard, that is what you'll do for Asoka. On the next slide, you can see some sentence starters for your claim. You do not have to use these, but you can use these to help you get started when writing your claim. So for example, Asoka, the Mauryan Empire, was a ruthless conqueror due to, and then you list your 3 reasons why. Asoka should be remembered as an enlightened ruler because of, list your 3 reasons why. Overall, King Asoka should be judged as ruthless or enlightened for 3 reasons, and you list them, okay? And if you were, again, to exceed standard, you would add in front of here a little bit of background information, maybe include dates when he ruled, where it was, etc. Okay. And the last part, now that you've created your claim using evidence, you are ready to submit. So you go to Schoology and you click on the icon that says claim, and you write your 1 sentence that gives your side, either ruthless or enlightened, and 3 reasons why. Good luck and have fun.